Welcome to Tales of Terror, a crime and horror stories channel. If you like our stories, please comment, like, and subscribe.
The Seeds of a Dynasty. The story of the Lemp Mansion begins in the early 19th century with Johann Adam Lemp, a German immigrant who arrived in America in 1838. Seeking a fresh start and new opportunities, Johann settled in St. Louis, Missouri, a burgeoning city with a rapidly growing population. In 1840, Johann opened a small grocery store, but his true passion lay in brewing beer, a craft he had learned in his homeland. Johann's beer quickly gained popularity, leading him to abandon the grocery business and focus solely on brewing. In 1841, he established Lemp's Western Brewery, housed in a modest building. The brewery's success allowed Johann to build a larger facility on Cherokee Street, where the Lemp family would eventually erect their grand mansion. Chapter 1: The Rise of the Lemp Brewery. Johann's son, William J. Lemp, Sr., took over the brewery after his father's death in 1862. Under his leadership, the business flourished, and the Lemp Brewery became one of the largest and most successful breweries in the United States. William Sr. introduced several innovations, such as the use of refrigerated rail cars, which allowed the brewery to distribute its beer nationwide. The Lemp family moved into a stunning mansion built in the early 1860s at 3322 DeMental Place. The mansion, with its Italianate architectural style, luxurious furnishings, and modern amenities, soon became a hub of social activity in St. Louis. It was a symbol of the family's success and prosperity. However, beneath the surface of this grandeur lay the seeds of future sorrow. The Lemp family's seemingly charmed life would soon unravel in ways. Chapter 2: The First Tragedy. The first blow to the Lemp family came with the mysterious death of Frederick Lemp, William Sr.'s favorite son and the heir apparent to the brewery. Frederick's death in 1901 at the age of 28 left William Sr. devastated. The exact cause of Frederick's death remains unclear, but it is believed to have been related to health issues. Overwhelmed by grief and despair, William Sr. retreated to his office within the mansion, becoming increasingly reclusive. The once vibrant household became shrouded in sorrow. In February 1904, unable to bear the pain of his loss, William Sr. took his own life with a gunshot to the head in his office. The mansion, once a symbol of prosperity and joy, began to take on a darker, more somber tone. The spirits of the Lemp family, it seemed, were starting to linger within its walls. Chapter 3: Billy Lemp's Struggles. William J. Lemp, Jr., known as Billy, inherited the brewery after his father's death. Despite his best efforts, Billy struggled to fill his father's shoes. The pressures of running the brewery, coupled with personal issues, took their toll on Billy. His marriage to Lillian Handlin, dubbed the Lavender Lady due to her love for the color, ended in a bitter and public divorce. As the family fortune began to decline, so too did Billy's mental health. In 1920, another blow struck the family when Elsa Lemp Wright, Billy's sister, died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The circumstances of Elsa's death remain somewhat unclear, but it added to the family's growing list of tragedies. The mansion, now steeped in grief, seemed to echo with the family's growing despair. The once vibrant home was now a place of sorrow and ghostly whispers. Chapter 4: Prohibition and Decline. The advent of Prohibition in 1920 dealt a crippling blow to the Lemp Brewery. Unable to legally produce beer, the business struggled to stay afloat by producing non-alcoholic beverages, but these efforts proved futile. In 1922, facing financial ruin and personal demons, Billy Lemp followed in his father's footsteps and took his own life in the same mansion. The once thriving brewery was sold off in pieces, and the Lemp family fortune dwindled. The mansion, a testament to the family's rise and fall, stood as a haunting reminder of their legacy. The house, now empty, began to show signs of neglect and decay. Chapter 5: Charles Lemp and the Final Tragedy. Charles Lemp, another of William Sr.'s sons, moved into the mansion in the 1940s. Known for his reclusive nature and obsession with death, Charles rarely left the house. His mental state deteriorated over the years, culminating in a tragic end. In 1949, Charles shot his dog and then himself in the mansion, leaving a note that simply read, "In case I am found dead, blame it on no one but me." With Charles's death, the mansion was left in the hands of distant relatives, and its grandeur continued to fade. The house, now silent, held within it the sorrow and despair of the Lemp family. The once grand home became a symbol of the family's haunted past, and stories of ghostly apparitions and unexplained phenomena began to emerge. Chapter 6: The Mansion's New Life. In the 1970s, the mansion was purchased and converted into a restaurant and inn. The new owners sought to restore its former glory, but the mansion's dark history was not so easily erased. Visitors and staff began reporting strange occurrences, disembodied voices, footsteps echoing in empty hallways, and the apparition of a man in William Sr.'s old office. The mansion quickly gained a reputation as one of the most haunted places in America. Paranormal investigators flocked to the site, eager to uncover the secrets of its spectral inhabitants. The mansion's tragic history, intertwined with the rise and fall of the Lemp family, continued to captivate and terrify those who visited. Chapter 7: The Ghosts of the Lemp Mansion. The spirits of the Lemp family, it seems, have never truly left. William Sr.'s ghost is often seen in the office where he took his life, accompanied by the smell of cigar smoke. Billy's apparition roams the hallways, a shadowy figure lost in time. Elsa, the Lavender Lady, is frequently spotted on the second floor, her presence accompanied by the scent of lavender perfume. The attic, once home to Zeke, a child with Down syndrome hidden away by the family, is often filled with the sounds of a child's laughter or crying. Charles's ghost haunts the basement, a dark figure appearing in the shadows. These spirits, forever tied to the mansion, continue to make their presence known. Chapter 8: Phantom Smells and Poltergeist Activity. Phantom smells of cigar smoke and lavender perfume are common in the mansion, often accompanied by sudden temperature drops and cold spots. Poltergeist activity is also frequently reported, with objects moving on their own, doors opening and closing, and furniture shifting positions. Disembodied voices and footsteps are a regular occurrence, with many guests and staff hearing conversations and movement in empty rooms. Chapter 9: Paranormal Investigations. The Lemp Mansion has been the subject of numerous paranormal investigations. Teams using EMF meters, EVP recorders, and infrared cameras have captured various anomalies, including unexplained sounds, voices, and visual disturbances. These investigations have only added to the mansion's reputation as a hotspot for paranormal activity. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence came from a team that recorded a series of EVPs, electronic voice phenomena, in the mansion. These recordings captured disembodied voices, some of which seemed to respond directly to the investigators' questions. The voices, believed to be those of the Lemp family members, further cemented the mansion's status as a haunted location. Chapter 10: The Attic and the Lavender Lady. The attic of the Lemp Mansion holds a particularly chilling story. It was here that Zeke, a child with Down syndrome, was hidden away from public view. Visitors to the attic often report hearing the sounds of a child crying or laughing. Some have even claimed to see a small boy peering out from the attic windows, his sad eyes watching over the mansion grounds. The Lavender Lady, believed to be the spirit of Elsa Lempright, is another frequent apparition. She is often seen in the servants' quarters and other areas of the mansion, always dressed in lavender-colored clothing. The scent of lavender perfume often accompanies her appearances, Chapter 11: Cold Spots and Moving Objects. Sudden and unexplained cold spots are common throughout the mansion, particularly in the rooms where the Lemp family members died. These cold spots are often accompanied by an overwhelming sense of sadness and despair, as if the spirits are reliving their tragic ends. Poltergeist activity is also a regular occurrence. Objects move on their own, sometimes in plain sight. Doors open and close without any apparent cause, and furniture shifts positions overnight. These events, often witnessed by multiple people at once, add to the mansion's eerie atmosphere. The basement of the Lemp Mansion is one of the most active areas for paranormal phenomena. Charles Lemp, who shot himself in the mansion, is believed to haunt this area. Shadowy figures are often seen moving through the basement, and the sound of Charles's voice has been captured on numerous recordings. Visitors to the basement frequently report feeling an oppressive presence, as if someone is watching them. The temperature often drops suddenly, and the smell of gunpowder lingers in the air. Chapter 13: The Spirits of the Servants. The Lemp family was not the only one to experience tragedy within the mansion. Several servants also met untimely ends. Their spirits, too, are believed to linger in the house. Disembodied voices, often heard speaking in hushed tones, are thought to belong to the mansion's former staff. Some guests have reported seeing ghostly figures dressed in period clothing, performing their duties as if still in service to the Lemp family. One particularly active area is the kitchen, where pots and pans are known to clatter on their own. The apparition of a cook has been seen by multiple witnesses, always busy with preparations. The smell of freshly baked bread sometimes fills the air, a reminder of the bustling household that once was. Chapter 14: The Staircase Apparition. One of the most famous ghostly sightings at the Lemp Mansion is that of a spectral figure descending the grand staircase. This apparition is believed to be William J. Lemp, Sr. Many have reported seeing a man in period clothing slowly making his way down the stairs, only to vanish before reaching the bottom. The staircase itself seems to hold a special significance, often described as a portal where the veil between the living and the dead is thinnest. Photographs taken in this area frequently show orbs, misty shapes, and even full apparitions. Chapter 15: Ghost Tours and Public Fascination. Today, the Lemp Mansion offers ghost tours, attracting visitors from around the world. These tours provide a detailed history of the family and the mansion, as well as personal accounts of ghostly encounters. Participants often leave with their own stories of strange occurrences and unexplained phenomena. The mansion's allure extends beyond just ghost tours. It has been featured on numerous television shows and documentaries, further solidifying its reputation as one of the most haunted places in America. The combination of historical significance and paranormal activity makes the Lemp Mansion a unique conclusion, a legacy of tragedy and mystery. The Lemp Mansion stands as both a historical landmark and a beacon for those intrigued by the paranormal. Its haunted halls draw ghost hunters, thrill seekers, and history enthusiasts alike, each hoping to catch a glimpse of the otherworldly. The mansion's tragic history, intertwined with the rise and fall of the Lemp family, continues to captivate and terrify. The Lemp Mansion remains a poignant reminder of how even the greatest fortunes can be overshadowed by personal tragedy. Its ghosts, forever tied to the sorrowful events that unfolded within its walls, ensure that the story of the Lemp family is never forgotten. Whether you believe in spirits or not, a visit to the Lemp Mansion is sure to leave an indelible mark on your soul. Reflections on the Lemp legacy. The story of the Lemp family is a cautionary tale of ambition, success, and the human cost of relentless pursuit. The mansion, with its haunted legacy, serves as a living museum, preserving the memories of a family that once stood at the pinnacle of American industry. Visitors leave not only with tales of ghostly encounters, but also with a deeper understanding of the fragile nature of human happiness and the shadows that can linger long after the lights have dimmed. Thanks for watching Tales of Terror, a crime and horror channel. Please hit subscribe to get notified about our next story.